Starbucks recently announced a new plan to donate 100% of its unsold food to charity within 5 years. The federal government believes 30 to 40% of the nation's food supply is wasted each year. In 2014, nearly 1 in 7 Americans lived in households that at some point were unsure where the next meal would come from. Only on CBS This Morning, John Blackstone shows us how Starbucks found a way to overcome some of the hurdles.
We've got certain items we keep for just one day, so from open to close.
During the 4 years he's worked at Starbucks, Jordan Jellison has often cringed while watching unsold sandwiches, parfaits, and food boxes go into the garbage every evening.
We are affected at a human level when we see something that's perfectly good that could feed needy families going to waste.
He wasn't alone. After many Starbucks employees voiced concern, the company decided to take action.
They used their voice and they said, we see an opportunity, you need to help solve this.
Solving it became Jane Malley's job.
Thank you, have a good day.
Many Starbucks stores were already donating their pastries, which can easily be bagged and dropped off at nearby charities. But creating a program to include perishable items gathered from thousands of stores nationwide was a challenge.
It's a lot more complicated than just putting this in a box and taking it to a food bank.
Yes, you actually introduce something very complex when you start introducing food that needs to be kept refrigerated. So we really had to partner with experts like Feeding America, who are really experts in moving food in a safe way.
Feeding America is the nation's largest domestic hunger relief and food rescue organization. In 2015, its network of warehouses, food banks, and food pantries saved over 2 billion pounds of edible food that might otherwise have gone to waste.
Got a lot of food here, but there's a lot.
Al Brislin is the CEO with Feeding America San Diego.
What was it like when the folks from Starbucks came to you and said, we got an idea?
Our first answer was, really? You're really going to try to take this on? It takes so much planning, all the routes, all the, making sure the temperature is right, making sure that the food is still nutritious and fresh. And then they started talking and their commitment came through.
After a year of research and food safety testing, Starbucks recently rolled out a food donation pilot program in Arizona and here in California.
In San Diego, Jordan Jellison manages one of 30 Starbucks locations, now donating all their perishable foods every day.
For us, it's real simple. We just take that food, put it in a bag, zip tie it up, put a date on it, put it in the fridge.
Later that evening, a driver with Feeding America stops at each of the participating stores, checks that the food has been kept at the proper temperature, then loads it into crates and onto a refrigerated truck. Within hours, the food is delivered to food banks and agencies like the San Diego Rescue Mission. There, the yogurt parfait may go into lunch bags for children.
The yogurt right there, that's the one.
Or be served immediately, along with Starbucks breakfast sandwiches on the food line.
It's something that they couldn't afford, and we're able to provide it through programs like this with Starbucks. It's making a real difference in their lives.
Starbucks plans to donate 5 million meals to individuals and families in need this year and hopes to extend the program to all of its 7,600 company-operated stores in the U.S. over the next 12 months.
It should be bigger than Starbucks. It should be other companies that hopefully use our blueprint and are able to donate the food that they might not be donating today.
If other companies emulate this, think of the exponential impact that it's going to make around the country. If we can move that needle just a little bit, we're going to make a real difference in fighting hunger.
For CBS This Morning, John Blackstone, San Diego.
We live in a cynical world, but that is unquestionably great.
Just what he said. If everybody emulates this, the volume of this could become huge and so important.
Applause for Howard Schultz. Let's hope he's getting a lot of calls today saying, hey, Mr. Schultz, how do you do that?
Look forward to seeing the impact there.